Good morning. Friday morning, Garden of England. Final day of week 3 of the goal setting process. And if you're still with it, wow, fantastic, well done. And if you have to catch up, that's perfectly okay. Go on to elsewhere on my playlist here on the YouTube channel and find the 4-day version and go to day 3. It's everything we've been doing this week is kind of there anyway. And you can get it done, you know, at some point between now, I suppose, and Monday. Next week, obviously, it's a huge week in the calendar, so I'll set you up on Monday morning for what will be an extraordinary week, ready for the following week to drift into 25, but ready in a way they've never been ready before, with absolute clarity of what you're going to set out to do in the next phase of your life. How cool is that? So, but the point about today, and by the way, you can still do the bin bag thing if you get time, but there you go. The big thing about where we've reached now is that you've gone right round the wheel of life in terms of, we did it in chunks, 3 at a time, get components, and the spokes, as it were. So you should have clarity then of what your brain's currently throwing up at you for left brain goals, maybe some right brain goals, coincidences, intuitive sort of flashes, coincidence, being attracted, serendipity, that sort of thing. Drawing your attention over the longer period, because your intention was to set goals that would be aligned to your values and stuff. We'll talk about that in the turn into the year. But the point is, your intention is to find the goals, and so 3 weeks of intention working away in the background, you can be absolutely certain that by next week things will really clarify themselves. But at this point, what you want to do is you want to collate, maybe on a fresh page, everything you've come up with so far. All the left brain goals that came to mind, trust them. I mean, they're not going to be ultimately the goals, so as you understand my process, trust the process, but you want to list them, and you want to just engage your brain a little bit and say, okay, is this a left brain or right brain goal? Now, a left brain goal is going to be a goal where, you know, your logic, your reasoning is kind of come up with it, and you can probably at that point begin to figure out a plan. And that's perfectly okay for that type of goal. But so I'm not going to reject it, we're just going to acknowledge that. But it's to understand the goal. A right brain goal is more of a goal that's come out of a real desire, a fanciful desire, listen to this, an intuitively imagined desire. And of course at this point you have no idea how you're going to achieve it. But that how you go about achieving it is not your job. That's the good thing about our approach. That's Source's job, provided you use the tools and techniques. And remember, you know, all going well, on the 3rd of January there'll be a course to remind you of stuff, and obviously for your family, your friends, your loved ones, for you to get them involved. Because the thing is, it'll be the final week of December next year before you know it, and it will fly by, with or without goals, with or without turning up being the best version of themselves, with or without them turning up with the confidence of using the tools and techniques to ensure they manifest the best possible outcomes from all the critical meetings and events and experiences of that year, all ahead of them. Wouldn't it just be cool if they could have that real sense of confidence? And not only that, but the magic of experiencing coincidences. Listen to this, planned coincidences, planned synchronicity. What do I mean by that? It means that because they use the tools and techniques, it's automatic that all of that stuff's going to show up. It's already lined up because you started the intention 3 weeks ago. People, places, opportunities, somewhere in the future, things are happening right now. People you haven't even met yet. They're making decisions, there's things going on in their lives that's going to lead them to the exact moment when the synchronicity happens. How cool is that? So your point here is gather all the goals you've got so far, Don't judge the right brain ones, just accept it's currently what's in your mind. Make sure if you need to catch up, you do. Day 3 of the 4-day process. You want to get somewhere in the region of about 30 goals by the time, if you like, the weekend's over. Certainly maybe by today, if you've still got time in the busyness of this season. On a course, we would aim for 30 goals. And maybe what you do is, trust yourself here, say you've only got 14 goals. Then set a little timer and give yourself 5 minutes. I usually just give the audience 4 minutes, but give yourself 5 minutes and just start making up. Listen to this, just make up any old goal so that by the time you get to the end of the 5 minutes on your little alarm on your phone or whatever, you've got 30 goals. Because the process is still unfolding and you've got to trust it. I won't let you down. You don't let yourself down by not doing it. Look, you can definitely squeeze in 5 minutes in the next busyness of the days ahead. You can do that. Dog's barking, he's telling you, she's telling you, you can do it. It can be done. And you'll always, always, always be grateful that you took the time, because magic's happening. So today, it's got everything to do that you've got to do, I suspect, but I've also got to see if I can still do some of the admin behind the scenes on the platform where the new course is going. It's turned out to be, as inevitably with these things, slightly challenging, big learning curve. Found out that all the videos I've put up, which were filmed in 4K high definition, whatever that is, have gone up in standard definition. Now, how any of the platform decided to change that is really challenging. From my point of view, the challenge is, do we run with that level of quality of video, or do I have to travel for an hour to get back to the place to upload them again? Might take about 2 hours, 2 hours back, and I tend to do all of that while having a normal life a few days before Christmas. But that's my challenge. Anyway, only wishing the best for all of you. And listen, enjoy the weekend, enjoy all the fun that's coming, and take care of yourself in the crowded streets and the crowded shops, and just be careful of other people too, caught up in their dramas. Be good now. I'll see you on Monday. Bye now. Bye bye.